Hey guys, my name is Steve and this is Wilmer Woodwork. I'm going to do a quick tutorial because it's never too late in the season to make Christmas ornaments. So my buddy Nick and I have rekindled the flame of our motorcycle hobby, and we have been taking the motorcycles out pretty much every weekend for the past month and a half, and it is really something that I'm glad that we started doing. It's something I really missed and I really do enjoy. So what better way to transition from one hobby to another than a motorcycle Christmas ornament? So this is a simple 3-layered ornament with the mountains in the background. Now you could put mountains, we could put palm trees and the keys and whatever you care for. We've got our motorcycle, nice engraving there, and it is multi-layer, and then just our pistons and motorcycle wheel with motorcycle here in the center. Now you can put somebody's name there if you like, or their handle that they go by, whatever it is that you care to do. And like I said, this is only about 3 layers. You can make it more if you want, but I'm going to go into LightBurn and we're going to show you how we get all of the elements straight from Canva. It's not very difficult, just takes a few steps and a little bit of forward thinking, and you too can make layered designs and layered ornaments just like this. Sit back, we'll get into LightBurn, we'll do a little screen recording, and I'll show you how I designed this item here. Okay, now that we're at the computer, we're going to go straight over to not LightBurn. We're going to go straight over to Canva. So open your favorite web browser. I prefer Google Chrome, and head over to Canva. Now Canva is a great resource for any designs or things like that. Now you will see online where people say, you know, ChatGPT plus Canva can make you millions of digital products. That is not true, but you can use that definitely as a resource. So the first thing I'm going to go over to is elements, and you can see some of these elements that I've already used. So I'll just bring some of these over here so we can see how we're working with them. Well, this one's nice. This has the circle already. Nice little trail. This has a half moon. So these designs are already a little bit better than what we had used previously. So maybe we'll get a couple of different versions of our motorcycle. Okay, so these are all still a little different. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a couple of pages here. Let's try beach background. Yeah, let's see what that brings up, and we'll type in grayscale. Now, if you click on these 3 dots, it'll give you more info about this. So let's see what they called this. Mountain icon set, outdoor illustrations. Let's go beach illustration. All right, well, we're getting there. That one looks pretty good. Let's grab one more background. Now if you go to this magic recommendations, it's usually very good. Well, that one looks good. We want to make sure that none of these really overlap. It doesn't really matter the size because we will resize this once we get into LightBurn. We just want it to be manageable, so it's not too small but not too large, just that Goldilocks area. Let's add another page, and let's go up here and we can title this. So this first page will be our backgrounds, and then we're going to get our motorcycle. Just leave illustration in there. Okay, so this one looks good. And it all depends on your taste on motorcycle as well. I believe this is one of the ones we had in our sample example here. If you like those American bikes, and we are similar, but the other ones, yeah, I'm not a fan of those. So let's see what. Well, that's a nice engine. That one's good too. So we got what, 6 backgrounds. Let's take about, let's see, maybe 5 or 6 motorcycles as well. And you could do this, I mean, if you wanted to do it with a Jeep, you could do it with a Jeep too. Okay, so that's our layer, background layer 1, middle layer 2, and now we just need our top. So we're going to call this motor site. And now we need our top layer. So I think I had a piston that I had used, so let's see if that's still in here somewhere. Oh yeah, we need our gear too. So this is the gear that I used. We can pull this gear over. We could pull this one over too. Let's see what else they recommend. It's more like a saw. And then we'll be going down that rabbit hole of gears. So let's just leave that as that. We're going to type in shape, because we're going to use this as our ornament shape. And let's go back, and I was looking for that piston. This is the one that I had grabbed before. It did work out well. So we also have what, Motors Born to Ride. This looks good with the wing. If you're honoring someone who has passed, that would be a good option for you there. If you just want the pistons with no wheel or anything, we can do that one. Let's see, maybe we'll take one more. Yeah, that one looks good. Now this one with the where it says motorcycles, we can change that text as well. Let's just take that one there. Okay, and we're gonna call this, let's see, top/name. Okay, I think we have all of our elements, and this is, so what do we have? 4 pages. Now 4 pages is only going to be 3 layers. So we're going to download this, and I have the Pro account on Canva, but you can download it as a PNG without the Pro account. But I'm going to download it as an SVG, and we're going to do all the layers, and we'll just download that. Now we'll go into LightBurn. The first image that I'm going to drop here is our gear, and I just want to work with these one at a time. And then, like I said, this is the one that I used previously, so this is the one I'll continue to use. And I do like my my ornaments to be about 4 inches. So we'll just make this 4 by 4. It's going to skew it a little bit, but that's fine. It really won't matter. So I'm going to just duplicate this so I'm not working with the original. And there we have it. We have our gear. So for now, I'm going to delete these 2 just so our canvas does not get overwhelmed with items and images. So the next thing I'm going to drag over are our backgrounds. So let's see what backgrounds we have. Now I did mountains before, but I am at the beach, so maybe we should try a beach scene here. Okay, we'll grab that. Now one thing we want to do too is we want to group that together, and we're going to put this on a new layer, and this new layer is going to be a fill layer. So everything that's dark is going to be engraved, so then the trees will actually pop out a little bit. Now we could make this 4 layers where the trees are its own layer, but for now we'll do it this way. Okay, so before we do anything there, I'm going to take this and Control D to duplicate, and we're just going to move that up. So now this is going to center. This little icon here is the center, and what we'll do is I'm going to just hide that for now, and I'm going to ungroup it because anything that's in black is going to be cut, and I really don't want that circle to be cut after it's engraved. So let's group these 2 together. Now that's our background. That's as simple as it is. So we have our great background, and now all we need is our motorcycle. So let's go over here and grab our motorcycles. I'll just drop those over here. And let's see, this one has some grass under it. Looks like they all have a little bit of a shadow, and this one might be the easiest to work with, so we'll go with that. So we'll go 2, we'll go fill. Is that too much of a fill? That might be too much. Alright, let's get rid of this one. Oh, this blue doesn't look terrible. Whoops, get rid of that. Now what I want to do is I want to ungroup this really quick. And I just want to take this outside layer, and I'm going to do an offset. Now I want the offset to be outwards, and I want it to be very narrow. And we'll just click OK. Oops. And then I'm going to select that offset layer and put that on the black layer. Now we'll make this blue a fill, so this will be filled and then cut. So for right now, I'm going to group this together, and I'm going to move this over. Control D to duplicate. Alright guys, I just want to take a quick break from the video for just a brief moment to talk about my school community. Now I do have a school community. If you haven't heard about school, it's SKOOL, and it's really a place where you can find other people that are into hobbies or businesses or coaches and things like that, just to get more interaction. It's better than just watching a video, putting a few comments. There's very dedicated places such as classrooms where I can put additional tutorials and tips and tricks, and we can actually have discussions within the community, which is a great way to connect with people worldwide. So mine is laserlab.com. by Wilmer Woodworks, and it's free. Starting base entry to get in is free. It asks you 3 questions. What kind of laser do you have? What are you hoping to get? And things like that. Just answer those 3 basic questions. Give us your email address, of course, and then we'll keep you updated in anytime we send out new files, because any design that I usually make, I do put out there for 1 week for free. And if you're in the school community, you'll get that announcement, you'll get that notification, and you'll never miss a free file. So please go over there and join the group and introduce yourself. All right, let's get back to this tutorial. All right, now that I have the motorcycle over here, we'll just control copy or duplicate one more layer. We'll grab this motorcycle and then we'll resize this. And we don't want it to be terribly large, but we don't want it to get lost either. We want that happy medium. And then what we could do too is we can grab this layer and then just hold it over top to see what it would actually look like. And then we just center that over, and I think that would look perfect. So we still get our palms in the background and we get our motorcycle. So let's move this up a little bit. And the only thing we have to do now is once we hit our motorcycle, we'll ungroup that, and then we'll do the same. We'll just hold shift and we'll do our Boolean assistant, and that's the union that we want. So now we group these 2 together. Actually, before we do that, let's go back a few steps just to make this easy to duplicate in the future. We're just going to draw a circle. Let's make it 0.5. We're going to make it a perfect circle. And we're just going to drop it right there. Let's just take this and we'll align everything together. So once we select here, we're going to do an inward offset 0.25. Perfect. Now we'll just take let's group these 2 together. Should be able to just merge those. Now it's a little off, but that's okay. Duplicate this layer, and now we have our center. So now if we ever want to make another ornament exactly like this, we won't have any issue. Take our motorcycle, selecting the motorcycle first, and then our ornament. Just do that union. Okay. So now we have our top layer, which we do want to select everything here and then group that together. This way when we move it around, it'll be fine. So we have our back layer, which is right here with our palm trees. We have our motorcycle. So now all we need is our very top layer, and for that we have the pistons. So let's go over to our downloads folder, and we will bring over some of those designs. We'll just drop these right here. Now the one that I used for the example was this one up here. I can do that again, but let's try something a little different. Let's grab this one here. So just select everything. We'll put this on the blue layer and check to see what that looks like. That looks okay. Control Z. No, we're going to change this from a fill to a line just very quickly. We're going to select the outermost, and then we are going to do an offset. So we just click on our offset. We do want this to be outward, and we don't want it to be very large. We're going to click OK. Now this offset, we're going to make a cut layer, and then we'll just select and group everything again. So now we have our fill and we have our cut. Group that down a little bit, and we select everything, and we'll just vertically center that. And again, we want to ungroup really quick, select, and we're going to do the union. We're going to click OK. We'll select everything, and we will group this together. Okay, so now what we can do is we'll just adjust our fill layers. So this blue here, let's ungroup this, and let's just put this blue, let's say, on a red layer, because I want this to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to make this a fill, and pull that up, and we'll just tick these off. Okay, so let's pull up our laser. Now I'm using the longer B1. Do want to make sure that all these other items are off of my canvas, snug as it can be. Okay. All right, I'm just going to home the machine, serial loaded, and then we'll frame out the job. Okay, so this is the perfect time to check our settings. So 6020 is a decent light engrave on my machine, which is a 40 watt. For this though, I'm going to go 6030, and for my cut, I need my cuts to be about 650 by 70. Let's just preview this to see how long it says it's going to take. All right, once I preview, it says it's going to take about 14 minutes. Now I'm just going to fire up my fans and get the ventilation going before we start. And after everything comes out, all we have to do is glue it up. Just a little bit of super glue, just a couple of drops here and there. That's really all you need. And there it is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to make the 3-layered motorcycle Christmas design, and you can change and modify this however you'd like. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate, leave them in the comments below. I'm so thankful to be able to help so many people with their ornaments and with their lasers and their settings and getting everything correct. So if you have any questions about machine settings or design techniques or anything, just put them in the comments below, because I'll guarantee if you have that question, others do as well. Until next time, my name is Steve, and this is Wilmer Woodworks.